Hello, party people. My name is Marie. I am Stitchy Marie. And this is Jason. Welcome back to my office slash front room slash Jason's room. A lot of you ask me if I place him in these videos, but I don't place him in these videos. He literally sits here every second of every day. Because you can see out the window and it's comfy, and sometimes the sun comes in here, except not recently because of all the clouds. I had to buy him a little dog bed. See that thing on the ground? That little, right there. Because my friend keeps coming over. Her husband works nights and weekends. And so my friend comes over and we sit in here and she either diamond arts or we just hang out and I stitch. And Jason keeps getting mad. I will sit there and bark at her or like, ho, 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 until she moves. So I had to get him his own little dog bed so that he can be happy while we are taking up the couch. And he did sleep on it last night, so I know he likes it. You can see all my Christmas presents. I don't dare put them under the tree because my husband would open them when he was little. He said he got so good at unwrapping the presents and looking at what he got and then rewrapping it. So I don't trust my kids because I know Caden would try something like that. I know he would try something like that. So they will stay up there, clear it by the ceiling until Christmas Eve, and then they can come down. I took notes today, so I remember what I was supposed to talk about, and I got all my stuff out ready right here to show you. So, first of all, I have a new start. I'm a cereal starter. I am not a cereal finisher, but I am a cereal starter. I have so many whips. My mom counts them up every year. I just don't even think I want to do that. Quirks and Stitches came up with a little book. I wasn't gonna bring it up in this video because I was gonna get it printed and give it to my mom. Too late. Quirks and Stitches came up with a cool little book where you can keep track of all your whips and all your stitching friends and like all their information and stuff like that. So I really want to get some of those printed and bound and like keep them because I think that's cool. Because my mom already has like a journal where she writes like the stitch count and the changed colors and the names of all of her whips and stuff. I'm just not that organized, but I want to be. So I'm gonna get that book and I'm gonna print it. And I keep having little reminders to get it printed. Like I got a coupon from FedEx that was like so much money off your printing order from UPS. So I need to just get it done and bound so that I can have it. I love planners and things like that. So I'm a cereal starter. So I have a stocking for Caden and I have a stocking for, my mom made me a stocking. Caden has a stocking, but Declan needed a stocking. So I started this on December 4th and today is the 14th. So I've been working on it for 10 days and I'm like obsessed with it, okay? It's called it's called Christmas Dimensions Christmas Traditions by Dimensions. I don't know. Let me stop pretending. Yes, Dimensions cross stitch kit, Christmas tradition stocking. This is what it's gonna look like. I just love it so much. Oh, there's my cat. Kitty, go get on your shelf. I love it. I love that it's like a little boy and the little boy's like looking up at the older boy, and Caden's favorite color is blue and he's wearing the blue coat, and the little brother's just looking up at the big brother and they're holding hands because they just love each other so much. Caden is definitely Declan's favorite person, and I'm pretty sure Declan is Caden's favorite person. So I really, really love it. It is a lot. My friend was here when I started it on Saturday, and I've told her before, I'm like, I'm gonna get you into stitching. Just you wait, I'm gonna get you into stitching. And so she was asking me all about this new start that I was starting, and I was like, this one's scary. Don't look at this one. This one freaks me out. And she was like, okay. But I love it. I love it. I'm almost done with the tree. I just have a couple more spaces in the tree to fill in. The boys are pretty much done except for that other hat. And I kind of love the kit. I love the colors that come in the kit. Oh, here they are. They're kind of annoying because they keep getting tangled. And then my OCD brain just wants to like rake through them. But I like that you just have to pull them out of this top thing, and then you just pull one at a time, one little strand at a time out of there, and it keeps them all organized. You don't have to unwind bobbins and then rewind bobbins and then unwind bobbins and rewind bobbins. That really bothers me. So the kit has been pretty fun. The floss is not fantastic, but I feel like it catches a lot. But that's okay. I like it. I like how it's all ready. If I were to do this over again, I'm definitely not starting over because I put so much work into this. But if I were to do another kit, I would use different fabric. I don't like Aida. It's so noisy. I was sitting there at my mom's house and had to rip something out, and my mom's friend Lonnie was like, wow, you were being so loud over there, because when you're ripping out of Aida, it's like it's so loud. So loud. And it pops every time you put the needle in. It pops out, pops out, and I don't like that. I do not like that. It's rough on my fingers. Every time I put my hand around and around and around it, this thing has been scratching my arm. Like, first world problems. But I don't like stitching on Aida, but I'm loving this pattern. So I was kind of wondering if I could get it done by Christmas, and when I'm working on it, I'm like, I could totally get this done by Christmas. I've only been working on it for 10 days. And then I look at the pattern and I'm like, oh yeah, it still has a whole house, a whole other tree. There's no way. But I'm at least going to stitch on it as much as I can during the Christmas season while it feels like seasonal. It's a seasonal piece, right? So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. One thing I will say though is that the pattern is kind of difficult, and I printed out a working copy, and I've been using these markers to like mark off where I've been, but I kept losing my spot, especially in this tree where it's like just 4 colors to make up this whole tree. And I was getting so confused. And then I keep seeing people on the Pattern Keeper, Facebook page talking about how you can import a paper pattern into Pattern Keeper, and so I decided to try it. So Saturday I was like, I'm gonna do this. I am going to do this. And it took me probably like 4 hours to figure out what I was doing wrong, to get a clear copy from my fax, from my scanner. I even went all the way down to Walmart to use their scanner, and their scanner came back even worse quality than my scanner came back. So it was a lot of trial and error, a lot of pictures. The picture didn't work on my phone. It would have been too much work to move out the little circles. So I was trying to find a faxed. I keep saying faxed. I was trying to find a scanned image so it would be straight on, so it wouldn't be skew as much. It was a lot, but I did get it in there, and I got a new tablet. They were on, oh look, there I am. I got a new tablet. They're on sale. It's a Fire tablet. And I love it. I was using this Fire tablet, but with Pattern Keeper, the colors are all on the side right here. So then you only have this much of the pattern that you're looking at. So I feel like I was moving around a lot and it was really bothering me. So I got a bigger tablet because it was on sale. I'm going to show the pattern, but I don't think you can see it all the way from there. So I got it. I figured out how to do it. The pattern that it was on was 11 by 17, and my printer only does 8.5 by 11. So I had to like scan a bunch of parts and then try to like fit them together. Oh, it was a mess. But this is my current progress. I can get close because there's no symbols. It was telling me that I was only like 12% in, and that was just depressing. I was like, seriously? I seriously work on this hours every day and I'm only 12%. And so I filled in all the empty spaces around the stocking so that it would tell me I was further along than I was. Now it says I'm at 44%, so I don't feel as bad. But Pattern Keeper has been a game changer. A game changer. I wish I had started from the beginning in Pattern Keeper because it was really annoying to go in after working on a working copy that I marked all up, and then coming into here you have to go in there and try to make sure you're selecting all the right ones that you've done. That was hard, but I love Pattern Keeper. I love it. I'm an iPhone user. I have an iPhone, I have an iPad. My computer's not a Mac. My computer's a PC. But I just love Pattern Keeper so much that I will get a tablet so that I can use Pattern Keeper. I'm obsessed with it. And now after figuring out how to put my own pattern in here, I'm gonna be using it a whole lot more. I can tell you that right now. So Pattern Keeper is amazing. I got a new tablet. I feel like when I'm working on it though, my finger's a little bit too big. And it marks too many, because when you're doing a PDF import and you're not just doing like a made for it pattern, you can usually go select a color and then it will show you all the colors, and then when you're clicking on it you're only clicking on the colors that you have selected. But because you're importing image and it can't see the different chart symbols, it's kind of just squares that you have to select. So it was kind of hard for me to select the right boxes. So I got some styluses off Amazon that are awesome. They help a ton. I'm not gonna mark it because I'll probably screw myself up, but I feel like it pinpoints it way easier than my finger can. So yeah, I'll link my tablet and my styluses. It's pretty cool. It comes with a couple of them. It comes with a pink one, a blue one, a black one, and a gray one, and then some extra filament pieces. And it's double-sided, so you can take the cap off, and it's double-sided, well, a bigger side and a smaller side. And I have mine on the smaller side right now, because I like to see a lot of the pattern at once. I don't want to zoom clear in and have to like scoot over all the time. So I have quite a bit of the pattern showing at once, and then I have this little tiny pointer that I can mark it off with. I'm obsessed with Pattern Keeper. I need to get a screen protector for it. Okay. I didn't do much on Retard. I'm to the point where I need some colors. I'm out of colors. I can't remember if I talked about this in my last video, so I won't spend too much time on it, but I'm missing colors. Nobody has caramel corn anywhere. I even tried 1 2 3 Stitch. They don't have caramel corn. Nobody has caramel corn. So I need to keep looking for that color. And because I don't have that, like, I'm pretty close to finishing it. I just need to finish the snow and then finish the little reindeer that's late. I'm almost done, but it depresses me that I don't have the colors. So like, I don't want to get all the way done with what I can do and then still be missing colors. So I might just need to look up what color it is and then find something that's similar. Because I want to finish it, but I want to finish it right. So I might as well not work on it if I don't even have all the stuff I need for it. That's my philosophy. It's not a great philosophy. That's why I have so many starts. My next one is... my tablet was still on. Pandemic. So I posted on my Instagram that I was ripping Pandemic when I pulled it out and decided that I was going to do what you guys said, and I was going to just go, like, leave the pages that I already did. I guess I can just show you. So, wrong side. Leave the pages that I already have in that are wrong, and then when I get to it, just go around those pages, because this is the correct stuff because it's a long piece. So I'm just going to go around it, but I figured out that this one is 2 rows higher than this one, and that bothered me. And so I was like, well, I'll just rip it out and put it down 2 spaces. But then I realized that it's not going to line up. So it would line up from like across, but as far as this way, it's not going to line up still. So I'm still going to have issues down here, and I didn't think about that. And somebody on my Instagram post was like, call your mama. And I was like, fine, I'll just call her. So I called her, and she said the same thing. She's like, stop ribbing. Stop ribbing. It'll be perfect. Just leave it. Leave it alone. Just fill it in. And I was like, okay, Mom. We also talked about, because y'all wanted to know about the console. I didn't actually make it over to my mom's house. I just called her while I was driving, and we talked about it. So this is what she suggested, and I thought it was pretty genius. And when I tried to explain this to someone the other day while my mom was there, she was like, no, you're saying it all wrong. So hopefully I can say this the way it makes sense. So is this, no, that's right. This is the top. So you can see my obvious line right here. Even when I hold it back, there's a pretty obvious line. And it made me so sad, and I didn't know what to do. But my mom said the reason, well, we all told me already that the reason that I have a line is because of the dye lot. And that next time I need to buy all colors at the same time so that I don't run into this issue again. So thank you for that. I will never make that mistake again because this was devastating. So my mom said to take the new color, the color that's just a little bit lighter than this color, and then fill in some pixelized, because see how this is kind of pixelized into the color change, and then this pixelizes into the major color change. So she said just put some stitches in here over top of what you already have and make it look like it's meant to be. Make it look like it's a pixelized into this new color. Which I was like, that's brilliant. That is so brilliant. Because then I don't have to start over. And this color is not as much on this row. It's hardly at all on this row. Because it turns into the clouds and then whatever's under there. So I really only have to worry about it right here. So I was really happy. So thank you, Mom, for helping me come up with that. I haven't worked on it yet because I've just been so hooked on my Christmas stocking. I am just loving working on it. But I will come back to it. I'm not depressed about it anymore, and I have a plan. I might need to go over to my mom's house to have her help me figure out where to place them to make it look the most realistic. But at least I have a plan. It's no longer in cross-stitch jail. It can be out of jail now. I'm burying my notes in cross-stitch projects. I need to count my whips. I need to count them. It scares me, but for the new year, I'm going to count them. My mom always counts them for the new year, and I'm going to do it too. Anyway, so while my friend was over here on Saturday, and she was watching me start a new project, she's like, okay, I want to try it. She's like, where do I get this stuff? And I was like, don't worry. I have a kitted up piece that I know you'll like under my bed right now. And she's like, really? And I was like, yeah, it's even on the Q-snap. And she's like, weird. And I was like, I know. So we got it out and we pulled it down, and she's been working on it. She's only been here for probably like 5 or 6 hours since she started it, so she hasn't gotten very far on it. She keeps it right here so that when she comes, she can work on it. Okay, I pulled the pattern off. So this is called Doghouse Sampler by Diane Williams. And this is how far she is so far. Oh, I can't get it off. This is how far she is. She did not like it when she was going around this thing, because she was asking me, she's like, I just don't want to sit there while I'm watching TV and be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, she's like, that sounds so lame. I don't want to be counting all the time, because she diamond arts. So she's like, when I look at my diamond art, all I got to do is match the color. And I'm like, you're still counting. You still have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need 4 diamonds. Pick up 4 diamonds and put them over. She's like, I know, but it's different. It's different. I don't think I would like cross stitching. So she tried it and she hated it. She hated all of this. But then once she got into this dark brown, she's like, okay, it's not that bad. Because once you have a little bit, you can just reference off other things. And at most, you're counting up to 4. Like, you're not counting very high. This, you had to count all the way to 13 and keep track and count it and count it and count it and count it to make sure she was in the right spot. She's like, yeah, once you get in there, it's not that bad. And I was like, I know. Borders are awful. Nobody likes borders. Pretty sure my mom hates borders more than anyone on this planet. So everyone's gonna hate that part. But when she gets in here, she's like, okay, okay. And this took her probably as long as this took her, because she's like, I hate it. But then in here, she liked it a lot more. So I'm excited for her to keep working on this. She won't take it home because she's scared that when she gets it home, if she pulls it out, she's not going to know what she's doing, and she's going to need to ask me all these questions, which I'm like, you haven't asked me any questions, like sitting next to me working on this. And she's like, I know, it just scares me. So she just leaves it at my house, and when she comes over, she works on it, which is totally fine with me. All I'm doing is sitting here, stitching, watching TV anyways. So I might as well have someone come sit here and watch TV and stitch with me, right? Where did I put all those colors? Oh, there on my sleeve. Sweaters and stitching. You'll get orts all over your arms. And then I watched my mom's last video and she showed her Kringles. So I have to show my Kringles too. I found it. A bunch of you were commenting on it and I said that I had lost it. I knew that I had put it somewhere safe, but I must have put it somewhere really safe because I could not find it. But I found it. It was shoved in with my Four Seasons Haid. I don't know why I put it in there. I never get in there, but it was safe and I found it. So this is Kringles. The roof was awful, so let's just give you a real close-up of the roof because that's the part that sucked the most. All the rooms are done and cute. My mom thinks she's gonna get hers framed before Christmas, but I think she's crazy. There's no way she's gonna get it framed before Christmas. I'm probably just gonna hang mine on my wall with thumbtacks until Christmas is over and then get it framed when it's not so crazy busy. It was really fun. I think it was more fun as a stitch along than it would have been just to work on by myself. And I was working on the roof. Like when I was working on the top rooms, I was doing the portion of the roof too. And then working on the middle rooms, I was working on Kringles or I was working on the middle border thing. My friend Kim was not. She didn't work on the roof or anything. She just did the rooms or the bricks. So she didn't work on the bricks or the roof. And then at the end, she had the whole roof and all the bricks, which is no fun. So if you're going to stitch this, I suggest stitching the bricks and the word and the border and the roof while you're doing the room next to it, because you don't want to be stuck. We were all trying to help her at Stitch West get it done, and she did get it done at Stitch West. So we all need to, she's coming to town in January, and she needs to bring it so we can all take a picture with our Kringles, me, my mom, and her. My mom's probably gonna have hers framed because she's so organized. Mine will not be framed. That's all I have. My mom's videos are always so long, and I feel bad that I don't have that much to talk about in my videos. My videos are always like 20-30 minutes long, but that's okay because I have to go pick up Caden in 20 minutes. Gives me time to clean up all my cross stitch so that he doesn't come in here with his little dirty hands and touch everything. Get it all cleaned up before I pick him up so there's nothing he can get into. I told my husband, so I don't usually stitch here. This is not where I stitch. I stitch in the family room with the family. But it's just so sad in there. Sad and dark, and the sun comes up over there. So I don't even get any sun on the back of my house. And then I get a lot of sun in the afternoon on sunny days. So I decided I needed to make this room more of a permanent location. So I got my light clipped up here. I bought a little set for my cart. It's called an accessory set, which I also got on Amazon. I can link it below. But I got an accessory kit for my cart. So it came with this bucket and then this bucket. And then I bought this actually from Michael's. It's just like a cover to go over it. You can use as a table. And then it also came with this thing and a bunch of hooks. And it just made my stitching station way more functional. And then my TV used to be all the way up in the corner so that I could watch it while I'm working at my desk. But I told my husband he needed to lower it so that I could watch it while I stitched. Because I have my iPad that I would use in here. But but then you have to make sure it's charged, and then you have to find a plug, and Caden keeps stealing my plugs. So Michael was very kind, and he came in here and he moved my TV down so that I can see it while I stitch and while I work. It's a multifunctional thing. So this is my stitching station, and my light, and my other light, and my pattern keeper holder right here, and then all my stuff. It gets kind of cluttered. I'm not very good at like putting things away. I'm a messy stitcher. I will stitch and undo a bobbin, use the string, and then kind of just keep putting it to the side. And then when I'm done stitching, I have to clean up all my mess and rebobinate everything, and I need to be better about that. I'm a messy stitcher. My mom's so perfect though. She'll unbobinate it and pull a thread off and then rebobinate it and put it in the bag and close the bag and put it to the side. I just want to stitch, you know? So I will just put it in a pile to the side, and then at the end I have to put it all away. So every week or so I clean off my cart. That's why I need all the cart accessories, so that I can keep shoving things places so that I can not deal with it. I'm really good at that. Anyways, that's all I have to show you. Me and Jason would like to wish you happy holidays. Do you want to say hi to all your viewers? Huh? Huh? Wake up. Jason? Jason? Jason, 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 wake up. Wake up. He's not enthused. Can you say bye, Jason? Say bye. Bye, Jason. Jason, Jason. He's like, I'm tired. All right, bye, guys.